result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bowman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's into the open down the middle. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snags a quick pass on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Mills. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got it overrun. Touchdown, Husker! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is good. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This time it's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Wolf. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He has the first and still on his feet. Good hit. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. The receiver on the jet sweep. Makes one man miss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this? In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Payne. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They want to throw it. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Caught in the backfield. It's Etheridge. He did not. A stone wall on third down. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Oh, spins away. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun, the ground game. He's going for the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete to the left.
Danger defensively when they want to play zone coverage because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Schwartz. Finally corralled, but not... He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
The give to the tailback. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Surging forward on the sneak. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Golden Gophers. Call on their punt team.
To kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room.
As soon as something like this happens, defense is always communicating. Shot play, shot play. Why? Every time there's a big momentum switch, a turnover, a big return to the kicking game, offensive coordinators want to go attack. This defense has to be ready for a big play now.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Makes the catch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to throw on first down. Plows through the defense. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Wolf. He's got his man. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have... from a little farther away. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the beatdown has ensued. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Using his legs, it's Stevens. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost yardage on that last one in 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
game, giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Finds the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Grabbed over the middle, it's Etheridge. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Last completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Stevens. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They want to run it left here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Golden Gophers have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quick pass on the fly motion. Spins away from the defender. It's a seam wide open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.